Hello everyone, this is a showcase of my MacroPulse game. It's an economic simulation game, and in this video I'm looking at a little bit of advice. This is how the game maybe is gonna start up. I'm reusing an old widget, and I'm probably gonna change everything about this widget. Overall, it's really simplistic. It's just like uh, this button, squarey button, kind of yellow too. So I'm not sure if this is the best strategy. And over here, you just have a profile, kind of like when you have your Facebook profile or whatever website you're using, and you just click here and you select the flag, country name, whatever. But this is again, I'm reusing the old stuff I had from the previous game. The previous game was a survival game, so everything comes from that survival game. Even though that is also a very simplistic widget, I'm just reusing the same thing. Load game, I'm not even sure I'm gonna have all these things at all. Maybe even this main menu is not even really needed that much. I just want to implement them like want to implement a hierarchy system for the leaderboard and other stuff that are going to be multiplayer. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a game which is going to be like not multiplayer but multiplayer chat system or something like this. So this is a very economic deep game. So GDP capita, GDP per capita, cost of power, and blah blah blah. You have all this data. Here you have this. You can press it and then stop the game. Now it's paused. I don't really. The reason why I'm seeking your advice and your help from my viewers, perhaps, is that I'm trying to make this so that it's a lot better, right? So right now I have the game paused. Now I have game played. So I think about making this a grainy effect here, grainy noise when I press pause, so that you actually feel like you actually paused. And maybe when you do that, the music should also pause, and maybe there should be a frozen type of frozen game type of music as well, or sound, or ambient paused game sound. Should I also have a different sound when I go inside of here? This is a development mode. You see hover, click. Now you see this? This is the main button of the game. Click, 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 hover, click. So yeah, you can see also the hover like style here. Hover and the click, blah blah. This is not really doing anything. Here I'm thinking about implementing the save game settings and the user profile and the maybe other things inside of here. And maybe I shouldn't even have this one visible. I'm not even sure. Maybe I should be clicking here and then making this visible. I'm not really sure. This is how it works when you click. You level up. I'm not sure if even this font, even this scale here, even this placement of my level. I'm not even sure if I should have a level XP at all in this game, right? I made some of these with AI, like this button, for example, in the middle was made with AI. I have some inconsistencies with the scale here, as you can see. I'm really not sure. So I'm asking, optimally, I'm really asking for the advice of a UI, UX designer, or perhaps a gamer. In the background, you can see I have a very typical third world country image generated with ChatGPT, of course. I made it a little bit blurred out because the image was not that good in terms of quality, it had some hallucinations. But what I want to do is make it so that this image in the back changes over time. Anyway, so that you get to feel your country is improving, blah blah, getting to from a developed country to a futuristic society, blah blah. Here I've got, wow, I should be, because I don't have a lot of things here right now, I should go to my, um, I'm just gonna go to share my whole screen and go to my save settings right here, right now of this game. And I'm gonna try to reset and change the save. Um, so this is the whole screen. I'll go to the files of my game. Um, And here I will try to go to the saved. I will try to go to the save games. I'll delete the save game so that you can see finally everything this game has and offers. Because it it's currently saving a lot of the progress that you're making. So I don't want this progress to be saved because all my buttons will be deleted. So now they're deleted. I'm gonna bring a button. I don't think it's here. Well, I used to have a button for cheating, but since cheating, it's not possible right now, I'm just gonna click, 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 click. I need to fix the cheating button later. That should be brought up when you press some buttons. So yeah, anyway, I think that's about enough. Level 6, you can see I generated some income. Then I go here, now I have everything almost unlocked. Political power, I'm not sure even if I should have this mechanism here. I have all these buttons. Hold on, let me unlock level 8 so I can have everything going on. So yeah, these buttons will all disappear. I also have the sliders here with my other buttons. I'm not even sure if I should have that. So as you can see, this tells you plus or minus where you're at. I think about implementing here the cost. It's definitely going to be a complicated game. It's definitely going to be a complicated game, which I'm going to try to figure out the best way to make everything hard, but not at the same time really hard. It should kind of be like you should always be in the zone, the deep zone where the game is not really hard, it's not really easy either. You know, you're somewhere in the middle. And so right now I would say it's kind of hard because 50 is still first hard to get for me to 50, and most of the things here cost 50 or 100, and then they only increase by another 50 each time. So I should find a fine balance and test all these buttons and their functions and their possibilities and see like what kind of thing how powerful is each button, so that I can each time boost boost the cost of each. And the costs need to be like very repetitive in terms of their predictable maybe, or I could make a enum or something where it's not fully predictable, but I can fully mathematical like plus or multiply the cost each time as it increases. So instead of doing that, I could also just do something like, oh, so level up. Level 1 costs this much, level 2 costs this much, level 3 costs this much. Kind of like an enum thing. So yeah, I think this could be an option too. I'm just brainstorming right now. You see roads, research, development, internet, energy here. These buttons are not really pressable yet. But you can see these are not sliders. Perhaps I should have the sliders in a different place. The development process of this whole game was really hard. As you can see like here, for example, this is not pressable right now. So these are some problems that they had to be like, it wasn't like very modular. It wasn't very, I mean, it is kind of modular. These buttons are all modular. The problem is these buttons are not centralized and efficient in terms of their programming. Initially, like, optimally, if you have efficient buttons, but I didn't manage to have the most efficient buttons because not all buttons are the same, right? Some buttons, for example, as you can see, will not have a progress bar. Or wait, do they? They all have a progress bar, so maybe they're all mostly the same. They're not really doing much right now, but I'm gonna fix that. And here, of course, I have this door symbol, this black door symbol, of this widget effect. Yeah, this is what I want to focus on a lot, is the UI UX design. I'm reading a lot of principles, fundamentals in terms of UI UX design theory and science of design and stuff. So yeah, if any designer out there knows a bit about UI UX design or whatever, let me know. Give me some opinions, some ideas, some whatever. And yeah, this is some guy that I have for automating processes. But hold on, I'll just make sure to show you what it looks like when I have my. Okay, how about the cheat button should be brought back with the middle mouse button, I guess. Now I can show you a lot of what goes on inside of the game. Yes, nice. So now I hacked successfully my way up to 1 million. If I go here, fiscal policy, and if I try to, yeah, so you can see now it's gonna I deleted this thing forever. I reached 20, it's deleted. I reached 20, it's gonna get deleted as well. You see how the cost is going up, 30, 50, it's going always by 50, which is probably not gonna be a good idea. I should have also more realistic hacking of my game. For example, I should have a kind of hacking that goes to like, not 1 million instantly, but goes to like, let's say 5,000 or something like that. But the early beginning of beginning stage of the game should also not be boring. Oh yeah, this is also the only button that increases like this infinitely. So you have to do a lot more clicks here, a lot more clicks to increase levels. I like progress bars generally speaking, so I think I like to be clicking this way. And why do I like it? Because there are certain types of buttons that investing money inside of these buttons will allow you, for example, bureaucratic efficiency is one button that will make all other buttons faster. And this is what I think about implementing. And in real life economics, it's something like, wow, stability. We don't want big changes. And if you want big changes in one of these policies, then there's going to be consequences. And that's how I feel like it should be in real life as well. And maybe there should be a cooldown process inside of this. So you should really have a cooldown in terms of how often you should be able to change those things. And maybe you could pay your way out of a cooldown, and you could also, but yeah, I just don't know what consequences I should have yet for changing this too fast or too radically. So yeah, give me some opinions. What do you think about this development center? What do you think about this image on the back and this black whatever? I know it's trash. This is why I'm asking. Years go on over time. This is a simple text thing, so yeah. That only freezes this year type of shit. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on it, and goodbye.